What's going on, everybody? I'm here to check out this. Is Henry Cavill playing Cyclops in the MCU? What? New MCU Leader. I thought he was playing Great Britain, which I do not 100% know that character, but I am doing some research on that character so I can get familiar with the character that he's going to play. So, dang, let me hear about this news. Dang, they got Henry Cavill flip-flopping and blopping and copping top.
Know who Henry Cavill is. He was
Let me go back.
Cosmic Wonder. I'm your host Warren, and Henry Cavill has reportedly joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the news freaked everyone out. Most people know who Henry Cavill is. He was Superman. He was Geralt, the Witcher in the Witcher series. He's played Sherlock Holmes.
Shoot, he's my grew up Superman actor. To be honest, I grew up watching this movie on him as Superman, and he is my all-time favorite actor for Superman, and he plays Superman so good though, man, so good.
He's huge, and he used to be at DC, so the announcement that he has now joined the MCU is really big news if it comes to fruition. Everyone is excited, but of course, the biggest question since this was announced is if he is really joining the MCU, then which character is he going to play? Now, some people have been guessing characters like Doctor Doom, but the insider who reported Henry Cavill has joined the MCU shut that down outright. So then, of course, many people started to speculate online about who he could be playing, and a lot of people thought, including myself, that he would make a perfect Captain Britain. After all, he is British, and even in a past interview, he had stated that he had seen the art of him as Captain Britain and said that he would love to play that character in the MCU. So a lot of people, including myself, thought this might be the case. However, it might not be, and I'm okay with it because the alternative could be him playing Cyclops, Scott Summers of the X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Wow.
Could go on to be the lead character of the
I mean, I could see a little bit though. I know with the heat vision, you know, Superman got heat vision, Cyclops got heat vision. I can tell that's only Cyclops' only power is his heat vision. He can probably have like a combat arsenal to Cyclops. Besides that, that's all I think Cyclops has is just heat vision. To be honest, he got great hearing though. His hearing all okay, but yeah.
This has actually been a big discussion about who is going to be the lead character of the MCU. Previously in the Infinity Saga, we had main characters. We had Iron Man, we had Captain America, Thor. But now it doesn't seem like there is a prominent hero that is the leader out of everybody. You can make arguments for characters like Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, etc. But there's no clear defined leader. However, with the X-Men coming to the MCU, we know that there is going to be a leader of the X-Men team, and it could be Henry Cavill, and that X-Men he could be playing yet. And this is where everybody started guessing, and this is why it might not be Captain Britain, because a lot of people started guessing Captain Britain right away, which totally made sense. He's even expressed interest in playing that role before. When he was asked if he could play a character in the MCU, he said Captain Britain. And again, he's British, so it made sense. So everybody started guessing this. Captain Britain even went trending, but My Time to Shine Hello then stated, "Most of your guesses are wrong." Well, a good majority of the guesses were Captain Britain. So that leads us to believe that that's not the role that he accepted. She even would post a crying emoji to a picture of the Captain Britain name trending. However, the scooper then said in a tweet, "Actually, my bad. Some of you guessed it right." And there weren't many, but there were some who were guessing that he accepted the role of Cyclops, because we know it's not Doctor Doom and we know it's seemingly not Captain Britain. And here's why Cyclops makes a ton of of sense for Marvel Studios and Henry Cavill to agree on Cyclops being the character that Henry Cavill plays. If you've heard the recent reports, it seems like Marvel Studios has changed their X-Men plans for the multiverse saga, and they are now coming sooner rather than later. Their original plan was to simply bring in the original Fox X-Men characters. They were going to bring them in Deadpool 3, and then of course have them and other characters come back in Avengers Secret Wars, like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, maybe Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man as well, interacting with Wolverine, maybe the old Cyclops, James Marsden, Halle Berry returning as Storm, you get it. But the original plan was to simply just have the older, original X-Men from the Fox universe, but that plan has seemingly changed. Marvel Studios' plans changed because of Jonathan Majors. Since he was found guilty of reckless assault and harassment, Marvel Studios has fired him and reportedly put their plans for Kang on hold. Some outlets have reported, like The Hollywood Reporter, that Marvel Studios might scrap the character altogether or simply sideline him, while other people, like Alex Perez from the Cosmic Circus, who has an incredible track record, say that Kang is not going away, but they're simply going to put him to the side for now. Regardless, it doesn't matter, because whatever they do will change their plans for Kang in the upcoming movies, meaning they kind of have a void to fill now. And they could fill that void with the new X-Men team. And what better way to get fans excited than to say that Henry Cavill is going to be the leader of the new X-Men team moving forward in the MCU. Because here's the thing, right now, Marvel Studios is revamping the MCU, and the hype for the MCU is honestly at a high point, the highest point it's been at in years. Obviously, I'm not referring to Avengers Endgame and Infinity War or really anything in Phase 3, but since Phase 4, this is definitely one of the high points, with the trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine coming out, the trailer for X-Men 97, the announcement of the Fantastic Four cast. Marvel fans are really excited. So what better way to keep building on the hype and also revamp the MCU to make it better? Bring in the X-Men a little bit sooner than expected. We've actually heard very recent reports that state Marvel Studios has an X-Men project planned. We've even heard that it could possibly be titled The Mutants, and we've heard that it could come before Avengers Secret Wars. We'll talk about that in just—
Hold up, didn't they do a project about that? Like the mutants from X-Men or something like that? Kind of did like a younger version. Didn't they do that already? Dang, my voice cracking. Sorry. Dang, didn't they do that already? I swore they did something like that already, but man.
Before Avengers Secret Wars, it makes a lot of sense. That way they could have the older X-Men with the new X-Men and the Avengers and the alternate Avengers coming from different universes. And this is a good plan because this would definitely hype people up for what is coming next after Avengers Secret Wars. And remember, the X-Men are basically going to be the main focus, and the Fantastic Four, but the X-Men are going to be a major focus of the MCU moving forward, which means they're going to need somebody incredibly powerful to lead that franchise, and who better than Henry Cavill? Especially if Cyclops, not Professor X, is going to be the leader of the new X-Men team. Because here's the thing, we know Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, we know he doesn't do things the typical way a lot. We didn't get the typical Spider-Man origin story with Homecoming, and heck, the Fantastic Four movie is even rumored to take place at a time where Reed Richards and Sue Storm are already married and could already possibly have one or both of their children. There's even reports that it might take place in another universe, not the main 616 universe. So Kevin Feige isn't exactly conventional. He doesn't like telling stories that have already been told before. Well, we've already had a lot of stories of Professor X leading the X-Men. Same thing with Wolverine being one of the main X-Men characters. Not that I'm complaining, it was awesome. But to change it up, you could go the X-Men First Class route, with Cyclops being the leader. Of course, they're still under Professor X, but Cyclops is in the spotlight. Heck, that's even what we're getting with X-Men 97. In the awesome trailer that they released, we saw Cyclops leading the X-Men team. This could be the same in the MCU, and Henry Cavill would be perfect because, one, he is a great actor. He has the chops for it. And two, not sure if you've really seen Cyclops a lot from the series, but the dude is always jacked. like
Yeah.
insanely jacked, like Henry Cavill is, or the shape that he gets in when he plays Superman. He could do that for Cyclops. And Cyclops is one of the most iconic X-Men out there. And honestly, I think Henry Cavill has a perfect look for it. I think he has the perfect body for it, and I think he would make an incredible Cyclops. My only question at this point would be, if he does play Cyclops, who are they going to get to play Jean Grey? Because I would be really excited to see that story play out in the MCU.
Man.
Because of course, eventually they'll build up to a Phoenix Force story. So this is everything that leads me to believe that Henry Cavill could be playing Cyclops. If all these reports are true, everything kind of points to that right now, and I think it would be perfect. But go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments down below.
Yeah, boy, that would be something. Yeah. Who would Jean Grey be? I mean, they could probably do the his girlfriend from Superman, from Man of Steel movie. They could have her play Jean Grey. When she played Lois Clark, I can't remember her name though, but she probably a cool Jean Grey though. That would be fire though. Even we also had the girl from the Game of Thrones. She played Jean Grey in Dark Phoenix. So they had that. Then we had a girl, had another actor play Jean Grey. I don't forgot her name. Yeah, she played Jean Grey back in like 2006 when the X-Men was out. Yeah, I think she could be a nice Jean Grey though. His girlfriend from Man of Steel though, but I forgot her name. But hey man, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.